Can a defense attorney make speaking objections during a deposition? You want to know the answer? Come join me for a walk through downtown Manhattan as I share with you the answer to that question. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney. All right, I just finished a deposition of a doctor in a medical malpractice case. During my questioning of the doctor, the lawyer who represented the doctor would from time to time make objections. Now, what's an objection? An objection is where he simply yells out, "Objection!" Now, I have no problem with an attorney making an objection. Why? Because he feels that there's something about my question that's inappropriate, about what I'm asking his witness, the doctor. And that's perfectly okay. But what's not okay is where he goes ahead and makes a speaking objection. Now, what's a speaking objection? A speaking objection now gives explanations about why he thinks my question is inappropriate, or why the topic is inappropriate, or why the doctor should not be answering it, or answering it in a certain way. A speaking objection is a sly way of trying to suggest to the witness how they should or should not answer a question. And that is not permitted. So what did I do? Every time he yelled out objection and started to make a long-winded explanation. Well, at first, I let him go on. I let him go on and explain, and basically it's a rant. And he does it for two reasons. One, to show his client that he's not just sitting there with his mouth closed, waiting for something unusual to happen. Two, he does that to show me that he knows exactly that the question I'm asking he thinks is inappropriate. Okay, I get that, but all you have to do is say objection and then move on. If I ask him for the basis for his objection, then I certainly expect him to tell me briefly what the problem with my question is. That's no problem. But the moment he starts going on a long-winded explanation and talking about the testimony from other prior witnesses and what they said or didn't say, now that constitutes a speaking objection that is totally inappropriate. Okay, so what did I do? What I did was I put a stop to it. And I did that by telling him, stop it. You know you can't do that. You know you can't make speaking objections. That would be totally inappropriate. And yet here you are doing it. So what do you think happened? A few minutes later, he made another speaking objection. Okay, so I let that go on for a moment, but then I cut him off. I said, you know you can't make speaking objections, and that's totally inappropriate. So I'd appreciate if you stopped doing that. If you have an objection, simply state the objection. I'll be happy to rephrase my question. I can ask the question, the same question, 5 different ways, 10 different ways, 20 different ways. You don't need to go ahead and give an explanation. Now, I know why he's doing it. He knows why he's doing it, but he's trying to get the doctor to avoid a certain topic, to avoid answering a certain way, and the only way he's doing that is by going ahead and making the speaking objection. Did it work? Yes. After the second time, he stopped making these long-winded speaking objections, but the point was made. He tried to do it, I stopped him. And when it didn't work the first time, I did it a second time. I stopped him, and I addressed it immediately, and then we had a brief discussion about why he shouldn't be doing that. And he acknowledged the fact that he would just go ahead and make a regular objection, and I would simply rephrase it if he had a problem with my question. So why do I share this quick information with you? I share it with you just to open your eyes, to help you understand how these types of cases work in the state of New York. You know, I realize you're watching this video because you have questions or concerns about your own matter. Well, if your matter did happen here in New York, and you have not yet started a lawsuit, and have questions that need to be answered, what I invite you to do is pick up the phone and call me. You know, I answer questions like yours every single day, and I'd love to chat with you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207, or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at Oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a fantastic day.